Hey, my name is PolishLynx. Welcome to Sakura Gamer 2. We have 2 more endings to get, and we are starting with the chase after that girl that we've met in this game. We are going to do some different choices, and that means we are still single apparently. Clover, I can't believe you've done that. A little bit of mistakes, it happens, okay? And this time, we are going to go on a walk. Because we haven't done that before, maybe it will be different now. Anyway, anxious and restless, I leave my hotel, despite Suki and Clover's objections. They think it'd be better for me if I stayed inside and relaxed. And perhaps they are right. I've been unusually active today and my energy is starting to flag. Since I've got to get up early tomorrow, it would be for the best if I turned in early. Yeah, I say this to myself every single day. But I'm so keyed up, I know I'd never be able to sleep. Not in this state. My mind's filled with far too many thoughts. For example, to moisturize your hands. Because you've been on a run. And you took off gloves. Because, well, it was a bit too hot already. So, that's how it's done. My late night wanderings take me through the city. I've not come here before, and my surroundings are all new to me. I live in a pretty quiet suburb on the outskirts of Tokyo, filled with neat square houses with neat square gardens. There aren't any skyscrapers in my neck of the woods. Manga Market, meanwhile, is located right in the middle of the city. It's filled with tall buildings, and they seem to be lit up 24/7. Yeah, it's probably like that actually. To be fair, you are. I mean, I'm at least surprised at the moment I think about it. But you'd think there would be a crap ton of activists going against that. The fact that there is so much light there. Anyway, it's around 11 PM, but the streets are pretty lively. Some shops are still open, and I can see people queuing up outside bars and clubs. Laughter dances in the air, mingled with conversation. I see men wearing suits. They look like businessmen. Did they only just finish work? Some women, meanwhile, are dressed... Okay, I'm not sure. During the day, it's fine, you know, I can go and talk louder. Now it's, you know, different. Some women, meanwhile, are dressed in slinky party dresses and very high heels. I'm surprised they can walk in those without twisting their ankles. True. I thought the streets would be quiet, but I was wrong. It's actually noisier out here than it was in the hotel room, even with Clover's excitable gabbling. I need to get out of here. Overwhelmed, I duck into the nearby park. This place is emptier than the streets around it, and there are no flashing shop signs to be seen. Also sounds dangerous. There are no women with red lips in scarily high shoes either. I sigh relieved, pressing a hand against my chest. I've never been the best at dealing with crowds. How am I ever gonna be able to survive tomorrow? It's enough to make my blood run cold. At least I can sit in the park for a while, enjoying the scenery. Now I'm on my own. I've started to feel almost normal again. I take a seat by a nearby bench, beneath a sycamore tree. At least, that's my intention, but... Oh! It seems I'm not quite alone as I thought I was. There's another girl in the park who seems to be about my age. She's sitting on the bench, head bowed, half hidden in the shade. I can't believe I didn't see her earlier. I think the girl spotted me before I saw her. She takes a pair of buds from her ears. Buds. Headphones are the best. Maybe not for running, if you think about it. But aside from that, headphones always. They do mess up the hair fall. So that's like the one minus they have. I think the girl spotted me before I spoke her. She takes a pair of buds from her ears. She must have been listening to music. Or not. Maybe that was some audition. Then offers me a small smile. Do you want to sit down? You don't mind, do you? I hope I'm not interrupting you. Oh, it's fine. I'm never opposed to making new friends. Is that really her? And there is more than enough room to sit. The girl gestures to the bench, and I find myself obeying. Not really sure why. I know her though. She could be a serial killer for all I know, but... Nah. I don't know. Something about her smile seems trustworthy. I'm not the best at talking to people, especially strangers, but she looks friendly and forthcoming enough. You're the first person I've seen pass by here in the last half an hour, you know? Huh? I blink at the girl, nonplussed. You've been sat here that long? I want to sit somewhere quiet. I rented a room in the nearby motel, but it's kind of crappy. The wallpaper's pink and it smells of damp, and the couple in the room next to mine keep arguing. Oh, it's a good thing that they argue, not something else. Now that I think about it, I keep leaning to the left, don't I? Whatever. There was no way I could get any sleep. I couldn't hear myself think. Oh, that's too bad. I take it that you don't live in Tokyo then? That's right. I just came over for a few days to go to manga market. Really? What a coincidence! I'm going there too. Oh, I figure as much. You look the type. The girl titters, and I find my cheeks turning pink. What does she mean? I look the type? It's because of my glasses. She doesn't think I look like a nerd, does she? You kind of do, though. And it's not because of the glasses. Maybe I'll see you there then. Then again, maybe not. Manga market's always so crowded. You go there often? Twice a year for the last, I don't know, 4 or 5 years. And you always go there alone? Yeah, no, my friends are really into anime or manga. Capital letters. They'd probably tease me if I knew I came here so often. This is my little secret. I guess it's your secret too now. Don't worry, I won't tell anybody, I promise. Yeah, thanks. The girl laughs and leans back against the bench, looking up at the sky. So are you going to manga market in around too? No, I'm here with 2 of my friends. Oh, you have friends who'll go with you to events like this? How lucky! I'm a little jealous. Actually, I can do this, and I will not be leaning to the left. I did have a couple of friends back in high school who were into this kind of thing, but, well... The girl sighs. She doesn't elaborate onto this point, but I think it's safe to assume she drifted apart from those friends by now. I don't know this girl very well, but all of a sudden I feel sorry for her. Manga market is supposed to be fun, bustling convention, but I guess most of the enjoyment comes with sharing the experience with other people. I can't imagine ever going here on my own. I just hit the top of my teeth with the bottom of the teeth. Fuck. Not a pleasant experience. Anyway, I can't imagine ever going here on my own. It'd be way too depressing. I should probably go back to my motel now. I need to wake up early so I can get in line. Oh, but before I do... What's your name? I almost forgot to ask. Neko. I start and then I stop. I'm used to calling myself Nekohime when I'm with Clover and Suki, but I probably look unhanged if I introduce myself to a stranger like that. Nekohime isn't a real name. Yeah, you don't say. It's an embarrassing pen name I made for myself when I was a little kid. I don't want this girl calling me that. Saya. My name is Saya. Neko Saya? No, just Saya. Alright then, just Saya. The girl rises from the bench, grinning and glances back at me. Kurumi, nice to meet you. I'll see you around. And to that, Kurumi walks off. The hem of her skirt flutters about her legs, her scarf swaying in the breeze. I'm not sure if I will see her again, but it would be nice. Or so you think. I'd like it if during my trip to market I could make at least one new friend. Okay, old hack, we can skip you. This time we are going to eat sweets, even though it's not a good choice. She looks pretty familiar, but it takes me a while to place her. Who's that? Where have I seen her before? I couldn't be. You're the girl from last night. Huh? You know her, Nekohime? You're Kurumi, I met you in the park. Huh? Kurumi's eyes flick to mine. For a moment, she looks just as confused as I feel. But her expression hardens. That's right. I'm Kurumi, your Sayo. I remember you. When I set out to meet you again, I didn't mean it quite like this, but oh well. This is enough to deter me from my mission. What mission? Well, I'm glad you asked. I came here to talk to the creeps who made MikoMaid, so I could kindly ask them to never write anything ever again. Huh? I stare at Kurumi, my eyes wide. It feels like the bottom's dropped out of my stomach and it's hard to breathe. What does she mean by that? I thought Kurumi seemed like a nice person when I first met her, but now she's glaring at me as though she hates me. What's going on? I have a lot of things to say to you girls, and none of them is positive. And you... No. Things happened, and so on. I'm sorry for her. Of course, we go like this. Eventually, I make my way to a park. It's the same park I met Kurumi last night. Before I knew, she turned to one of my biggest enemies. I wonder if she's here now. I don't hold out much of hope seeing her, but... I don't believe it, those jerks! She was there. We talked, and we talked. And some other stuff. Nekohime, is you? Yes, that's right. It's me, but, well... I look around. And we go to the cafe. There I, push her against the wall. To prove the point, and so on. They wanna go with this option. We go like this. And then we go... Let's go Kurumi, why not? I think I'd pick her. Suki and Clover might brand me as a traitor for my actions, but I don't think I have another choice. Kurumi's all alone, and she doesn't have any friends. If Suki and Clover turned against her, she'd be on her own. I don't want her to feel isolated and lonely again, so... I'd stand up for her. Maybe if I argued her case eloquently enough, Suki and Clover might even forgive her. Maybe. I wonder if I'm being too optimistic. Or maybe not. Who knows? Let's find out. And so 1 month after Manga Market, I find myself back here. I'm sitting in the park where I once spoke to Kurumi, with the running fountain and the green trees. Summer's coming to a close, and fall will soon begin. It started to get cold, but the leaves on the trees are still verdant green, the sky above my head bright blue. In a few weeks, the leaves on these trees will turn yellow, then red, then brown, and then they will begin to drop off and float away in the wind. But for now, I can still enjoy the last vestiges of the summer. I'm not the only one who's come here for a stroll. The park's pretty busy. There are elderly people walking dogs, young, I hope they are on leashes, a young boy sailing a boat in the fountain, and a few couples dotted on the grass eating homemade rice balls. There's a girl sitting beneath the shade of the sycamore trees. Her legs are crossed one over the other, and she has earbuds in. I think she's listening to some music because she bobs her head up and down to beat I can't hear. But when she sees me approaching, she pulls out the buds and offers me a small smile. Hey, Nekohime! Kurumi, it's nice to see you again. Kurumi shifts to one side and pats the bench, inviting me to sit. I obey meekly, my fingers resting upon my lap. It's been a while since we last spoke face to face, hasn't it? That's right, a whole month. Kurumi looks at the water fountain thoughtfully. Her lips pursed. After the events of Manga Market, I went back home with Suki and Clover. Kurumi had to go back to her home too, but we swapped contact information and she told me to keep in touch. We messaged one another on and off every few days, but I didn't think anything would come of our correspondence. That's why I was surprised when 1 week ago, Kurumi asked if I'd meet up with her again. I had no idea why she wanted to speak to me, and honestly speaking I still don't, but I want to see how she was doing. I was worried something might be upsetting her, so I came all the way to our designated meeting place this Saturday morning. Suki wanted to know where I was going, but I decided, keep it quiet! I don't like telling lies, but I figured things would be easier this way. Suki still doesn't like Kurumi. I can't say blame her, and I don't think she'd be happy if she knew I was talking to a girl who insulted her so virulently. After talking to Kurumi a little, I now understand why she was being so harsh, but Suki's not as forgiving as I am. She's like a nine-tailed fox demon. I approve. And she sure can hold grudges. Also, nine-tailed fox girls are not demons. Anyway. Have you been alright, Kurumi? Is something wrong? Oh, well, not really. In fact, I've been doing better lately, ever since that video was taken down. The viral video of Kurumi and Suki's argument in Manga Market was eventually purged from MindTube for flouting adult content regulation. Are you kidding me? Really? Really? Something like this was in this game as well? Well, you know what happened 1 week ago, right? I made a video about that. I think this was planned by YouTube somehow. They knew this was happening in the game, and they did it to me as well. Anyway, apparently the eyeful of Kurumi's panties you could catch in the last 15 seconds of the video was regarded as bad taste by MindTube's moderators. Pathetic. It's a shame they couldn't have taken it down sooner, for did they really have to wait until it got over 10 million views? I mean, they didn't wait with mine video. That would never reach 10 million views anyway. Now more than 10 million people have seen my panties. Kurumi pouts. It doesn't help that people keep re-uploading that video. It's all over the internet. When one copy gets taken down, another 3 versions get re-uploaded to different sites. It's like a particularly hard to kill cockroach. I mean, once something is on the internet, it's never gone, really. People on the internet, capital letter, can be pretty persistent. Once something's gained enough traction, it can be hard to remove all traces of it. You're telling me it's such a headache? Kurumi sighs. Oh, well, I'm trying not to think about it right now. 10 million people sounds like a big number, but it's not. I mean, you say 10 million people, but how many people watched the video over and over again? Maybe it's less than 10 million people. Maybe it's just a million people, and everyone watched it 10 times. I don't think that would change her approach to the situation. Anyway, a couple of people have recognized me in the street, and sometimes they shout obnoxious things, but it's not like it's had that much of an impact. Thank God! I bet it boosted your sales pretty nicely for her. One doesn't like to boast. I knew it. You must be rolling cash because of my misfortune. You're probably so rich you don't know what to do with all your ill-gotten earnings. That video did prove to be quite profitable for us, yes. You invited me here so you could demand your fair share of our profits, did you? Huh? What nonsense are you talking about now? I mean, our circle got famous because of that video of you. You're partially responsible for all of our success, so, That's not how it works. I thought maybe you'd come here to demand some of the money we've earned. I guess it'd be only fair. I mean, we are profiting for your image.
No, it would not be fair.
And her humiliation. I mean, technically she asked for that herself. If Kurumi's pissed about this turn of fate, I wouldn't blame her, but...
You don't have to worry about that. I was annoyed that that stupid video gave you so much extra, and I did think about asking for compensation, but the products you're selling have nothing to do with me. I didn't make the MikoMaid series. You did that on your own. I might have helped you advertisely, but inadvertently, but all your profits belong to you and you alone.
Are you sure?
Sure. Lighten up, okay? I didn't bring you here to extort you. I have a gang of shady Yakuza members waiting in the shadows, ready to jump in the moment you step foot out of this park. I don't care about getting revenge anymore. And I don't want to hurt you. That's not why I wanted to see you again.
Then why did you ask to see me again?
Well, this is
Kurumi toys with her fingers, suddenly shy.
It's a bit embarrassing, but I guess I wanted to thank you.
Thank me?
Yeah. I was horrible to you and your friends when we first met. I deserve your scorn and derision, and maybe I deserve some of the nasty comments I got online, but you didn't hold it against me. Instead, you were incredibly kind. You let me air out my grievances, and then when you saw how down I was, you tried to cheer me up. The time spent in high school with the gaming club was precious to me. I loved Teresa and Kume, and I loved the work we did together. But we didn't succeed as I'd hoped, and I let the bitterness consume me. I was so entrenched in my own blind hatred, I lost sight of myself. I wasn't happy for a long time, but talking to you cheered me up. If it weren't for you, perhaps I'd still be consumed by hatred towards people I don't even know, and that's no way to live. Now it feels like a heavy weight has fallen from my chest. Finally, I'm free!
Well, I'm glad to hear it, but I can't take all the credit. You're the one who decided to change, not me. Maybe I gave you the push you needed, but you probably would have realized this eventually. That's true. That's how it works sometimes. I mean, you can't solve someone's problems, mostly, but you can give them the push to solve them. That's true. I don't really deserve all this praise, whatever.
But you do, Nekohime. Don't sell yourself short.
Kurumi takes my hands in her own. Her eyes are shining like stars.
After I got back from Manga Market, I tracked down Riza and Kome. I apologized to them for being so cold during the last few weeks at school, and I finally explained how I felt. I was afraid they wouldn't forgive me for being so stupid. But we did, with open arms. I've been talking to them more lately, for we all live in different cities, and we are even thinking of working on a project together. I never would have been able to do this in the past. The bad memories would have hurt too much. I'm trying to reinvent myself now, I'm going to try hard to make something I can be proud of. And if it doesn't succeed, I won't beat myself up over it like I did last time. I won't give in to the hatred or jealousy. I just want to have fun with my seniors again, like we did in high school. Now I think self-fulfillment is more important than monetary success.
Maybe. But you can't say monetary success isn't good. Unless it completely, have no control over it and it messes your life, then it's not too good, but... Anyway, well, you're not wrong about that. Having money doesn't necessarily make a person happy.
But it can help a lot.
It's what we do with that money that counts. Well, exactly. I said it helps a lot sometimes. It can help a lot. If we can use it to treat our friends and make them smile, I think that's important.
It is. You're totally right. You were right. About all the things that I admire so much.
Hey, you admire me?
That's right. Right now you're my idol.
Teacher? Now idol? Wow.
There's nobody I look up to more.
But I'm socially awkward. And I have breakdowns over negative comments. I get flustered easily and I better talk to people, and I don't have any confidence in myself. You shouldn't look up to a loser like me.
You're not a loser. Even if you are, I'll be one to decide who my heroes are, not you. You might be shy and kind of nerdy. And the scenes you write do suck, but you're a pretty cool person. You're level-headed, and you're down to earth. And you really helped me out. I still don't think much of MikoMaid, and I don't think it deserves all the attention it gets, but I like you as a person, even if I don't like your art, and I'm glad you're doing so well.
Kurumi shifts a little close to me. She leans in, her lips inches away from mine, and tips my chin up with her index finger. When Kurumi exhales, I can feel her breath against my cheek. She smells sweet,
Like cinnamon!
and it's enough to make my heart race.
I want you to know that how thankful I am. I really do love you. Nekohime. Did she just say what I think she said?
Kurumi leans in, she draws me close to her chest, our breasts pushing together as... and they kiss. She lays her lips on mine in a kiss. I can feel her heart beating in a tandem with my moan. It's wild and erotic. And just a little anxious, but Kurumi doesn't pull away. She doesn't try to read from her own feelings, nor does she try to hide them. So she loves me. And she's not afraid to admit it. She really is a brave person. I think she's even braver than I am. And I'm sure no matter what the future holds for her, she will do well. I don't know if her visual novels,
Capital letters!
will be successes, but I don't suppose that really matters. For fame is a fickle beast, and trying to chase it will only make you burn out. But if you can dedicate yourself to a passion wholeheartedly with a smile on your face, I don't think you'll ever be sad. That's the real way to happiness. Kurumi's already halfway there. Those are pretty wise words. Okay, we've got another ending, one more to go. So for now, hope you enjoyed. Tomorrow will be the video where we are getting the one last ending of Sakura Gamer 2. Hope to see you there. Bye bye.